Good afternoon, welcome back to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Mustang and Mach-E walk around video. Before we get started, if you are enjoying our content, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, think it's alright, hit the like button. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comment section below. This here is a rapid red Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium Extended Range, featuring the 88 kilowatt hour battery, giving you on the WLTP scale 293 miles of range. Overall, that could be up to 372 miles of range. The all-wheel drive motors will get you 0 to 60 in just 5.8 seconds, giving you 580 Newton meters of torque. The vehicle is registered on a 2021 registration, so we're going to take forward warranty with us until July 2024. The vehicle itself is on just over 15,000 miles, but like always, we'll get you the exact number once you're on the dash in a moment. So buckle yourselves in and let me walk you around. It's glorious, glorious. I love the colour, Mach-E. So let's talk about the colour to begin with. We've got some lovely, well, now June sunshine, and you can see just how that sparkles. That is an incredible paint finish. So we're going to get the remote central locking out. We're going to wake up the lights. But the first bit you're going to see is the strobe lights. Obviously they're not strobe lights at all, they're daytime running lights, but because of the frequency in which my camera records at, they're going to appear to be flashing in your video. But let me assure you, they look fantastic in real life. So inside there we have the full adaptive LED headlights as well, and below that we have the first parking sensor. At the bottom there, these the active aero grille, so when things do start to get a bit warm inside, they can open up the vents and cool everything back down again. So that's why you can have the closed front grille opposed to your combustion engine, because we don't need to cool things like we did anymore. But if it does get hot, they open the flaps up and let nice cool air go through the vehicle. As we approach the offside front wheel, we can see the beautiful 19-inch alloy wheels. That is a machine finish, so you've got the silver face with a gloss black just behind, and they're finished off with the red painted brake calipers. And as you with the keen eyes can see, we have Bridgestone tyres on them, and only doing 15,000 miles. There's plenty of mileage remaining on those yet. Before we progress into the rest of the exterior, let's have a look at some sensors. We have one just there, that's responsible for the automated lights. If we look a bit higher, we have some more in the windscreen area there, and we have one for the traffic speed sign recognition, and also the auto headlights and auto wipers. The vehicle is finished, obviously in the rapid red, as you can see, but we do have the gloss black wing mirror covers and the gloss black finishes either side of the panoramic glass roof. So it's a real two-tone aesthetic of the vehicle. As we progress around the vehicle, we have the ever popular keypad design on the driver's door and a simple touch of a button opening. It does also feature keyless entry. You click on the lock button there and that will lock the vehicle, so ensuring your keys in close proximity, such as your pocket or your handbag or something like that, you can lock and unlock the vehicle with ease. So again, to unlock, simply click on that button, that will unlock the vehicle. To lock the vehicle, click on the lock button. As you can see, power folding and heated door mirrors. Now, I love the way the doors open. I just think that's spectacular. Anyway, we'll come back to the interior in a minute, but let's continue on my rant. At the rear of the vehicle, we have rear privacy glass, so you can see the two, one with, one without. Now, rear privacy glass, obviously, goes all the way around the rear. Now we are at the offside rear of the vehicle, and we're going to try and show you how beautiful this body is. I think we have the sunniest day on record, so I apologise for the brightness of the video, but we are going to make our way from top to bottom once again, so hopefully it gives you a good idea of all the body panels around the vehicle. So we're going to loop that round to the offside rear wheel now and give you a nice look of that. Again, we have red painted brake calipers at the rear of the vehicle also. We're going to make our way around the rear bumper now. We have rear parking sensors, and they are complemented with a most beautiful, oh, it's up here, most beautiful high definition rear vision camera. You wait till you see that on the 15.5-inch touchscreen monitor. It looks spectacular. Now at the near side of the vehicle, we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So we're going to start nice and high up like so, and we're going to work our way down. We're going to shimmy our way down, giving you some nice seductive angles of this Mach-E. We're going to loop it round to the near side rear wheel like so, and we're going to follow the gloss black trim all the way down to the near side front wheel. Give you a good look at that. So on the near side front wing, under this flap here, this is where the vehicle is charged from. So showing you this port like so. This is what's referred to as a Type 2 connector. At home, typically, you'll only get 7 kilowatts an hour charging from that. It can be up to about 11 kilowatts out in work and things like that, but that is AC charging. Pull this little cover down, and that will then take it to DC, rapid charging. So, how am I going to charge this vehicle at home, Dan? Very good question, I'm glad you asked. So if I just double click the key and open up the power towel gate, like so, and I can start discussing chargers with you all. How exciting is that? Right, so my first explanation is going to be this one. This is a home charger, 13 amp plug. So this straight into any wall socket. Obviously you've got to plug it in, but that's in your plug socket. Fantastic. And this bit here, you can go straight into the vehicle. So a full charge, 0 to 100 using this, which is not going to be often if you're just topping up, and you're never going to be at 0, remember, but that is 33 hours for a full charge on this plug socket charger. That's too long, Dan. I'm in a rush. Good. Everyone's in a rush. This is the Type 2 connector, which can support up to 7 kilowatt an hour charging at home. And this is 11 hours from 0 to 100%. If you're looking at times of rapid charging in public, they give the percentages between 20 and 80%. So that's why they're about 30 minutes or so on the rapid DC chargers. That is so they don't damage the battery. So they go slower between 0 and 20 and 80 and 100 to protect and maintain the longevity of the battery. But those are the two chargers supplied with a vehicle to get you charging at home. Any charging questions, give myself, give Alan, Kevin, Phil, give us a call and we'll talk you through all the possible home charging options you have. If you look to the sky there, we have the power tailgate button. One click of that and that will then shut up the rear boot. Wonderful. So please walk this way. Let's now have a look at the interior. I need to wipe off a bit of that polish, I reckon, if I speak to Reese the valeter, and that'll be the first thing he's doing tomorrow. It's looking lovely though, I must say. I think it's one of my favourite Mach-E colours I've seen so far. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Back to the interior. So we're going to open up the offside rear door, and we're going to look at this beautiful leather interior, and it's all defined by this gorgeous red stitching all the way around. We have the uprated B&O sound system in here with the sound bar in the dash. We'll show you that in a minute. But we have these cockpit style door handles, electric windows on every door card. Going to pan around now. We can see we've got your floor mats in there already. In the center console there we have a USB-C, a USB-A and a rear air conditioning system also. The rear seats, again, we have a perforated leather and we're defined by some gorgeous red stitching once again. Both of the end seats are ISOFIXing, so you can clip the kiddie seats in and keep them nice and secure on those longer journeys. This is a fantastic opportunity just to show you out of the panoramic glass roof that lets an abundance of light into the cabin, making it nice and... Someone once said the definition of luxury is light and space, and that's what the panoramic glass roof gives you. On the driver's door card, again, we have a gigantic B&O speaker, have all 4 electric window controls. The rear child lock, as I discovered when I was taking this photograph, isn't a switch on the door anymore. The windows and child lock are all controlled by this switch. So it was quite amusing when I was stuck in the back of this vehicle about 10 minutes ago. All your mirror controls also on there, and we have a 3-way memory function for the driver's seat. So if you do have more than one user using this vehicle, program your number. That's going to store your mirrors and your seat all in there for you already. So let's turn around now and look at the driver's seat. So we have count with me, 1, a 2, a 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-way adjustable driver's seats. You're always going to get yourself comfortable no matter what. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. Please bear with me because you're going to hear a bit of distortion on the microphone. It's all settled down now. So to complement the keyless entry, we have a keyless power stop start, or start stop even. One tap on the brake and hold the brake down, the light goes green, we can then power up the vehicle. A little disclaimer, we haven't charged this vehicle yet, but the first thing I'm going to do afterwards is pop the vehicle on charge. So we've got 11%, and this is what happens when you've got a low battery. I'm going to turn the fans down as well. There we go, it was a bit breezy in here. Anywho, so that's what happens when you've got a low battery. You get a low battery sign, 11%, 30 miles of range. And it's apparently 40 degrees as well. Very hot. I'm guessing it's just been sat in the sun for a moment. So we're looking at the dashboard. So if I can get this in focus, I shall give you a quick tour around the Mustang driver display. So you might notice it's a landscape in proportion, and it is a digital display. So that gives you a digital miles per hour ground speed, going back to the heritage of Mustang there. On the right hand side you have your gear selector indicator like normal, and we have the odometer at the bottom, which is stating 15,417.4 miles completed. At the bottom, the most important, is the green ready sign. Without that you're not going anywhere, so that is the little check to make sure it's all in good operation and ready to go. So on the right hand side of the steering wheel we do have a few buttons, and we can control what we see on the screen using those buttons there. These are also multifunctional buttons, so we've got the voice command, we have the decline and pick up phone call, we have a volume rocker, and we have a previous and next song there also. Apologies about my camera skills, I forget that I need to look in two places. To the left hand side we have all the uprated adaptive cruise control functions, so it's very easy. You've got the lane centering there, we have the distance button there, we have your speed limiter, and we can set your speed plus or minus right there. This button at the top right will take it off a standby. So as you can see, it changes the icon in front of you like so. You can adjust the distance so you can get nice and close or far away, and you can also turn the lane keeping system on or off via that button also. So that's a little bit about the steering wheel, the functions, and the driver display. So I mentioned earlier, this whole section here, what I've currently got my finger on, which runs all the way along the dash, is a B&O sound bar. If you've never heard the audio inside a Mach-E before, come sit in one. It's spectacular. So that leads me on to talk about some media. So this is the 15.5 inch colour touchscreen infotainment monitor. So let me give you a quick run through of everything you need to see on here. First off, it is supportive Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So plug your phone in using a USB data cable, or you can do it via the wireless CarPlay as well if your phone supports that. So you can do it all wirelessly. If you're doing it wirelessly, take advantage of the wireless phone charging pad down there, so keep your phone nicely charged up. But if you've got it plugged in, then it's charging your phone automatically. So we've got both CarPlays, and you can use the voice command button to activate Siri or your Google Assistant. On here also we have radio, phone, navigation, Bluetooth media, we have a sketch pad, owner's manuals on there as well, we have live tyre pressures and things such as that. At the top of the screen, if you were to click on the car, that will go into our car settings. So like to be expected on a Mustang Mach-E, we have selectable drive modes, whether you want to quiet it all down to whisper, we have active and untamed as well. So obviously it depends on your power output. Put it on untamed and you're going to get the maximum bang for your buck. Down at the bottom we have your one pedal driving and propulsion sound also. We have camera. So I mentioned we have some incredibly high definition cameras, and at the moment we're looking at the front camera. You can see the silver vehicle there. We can go directly at the front camera there as well. We can go into a panoramic wide view if you fancy. Put the vehicle into reverse. There is the high definition reversing camera also. Pop that back into park. It goes back to normal. So we have parking aids there as well. So we've got the navigate to parking there, and we also have the P button here for park assist. So this vehicle will quite literally park itself for you. So you use the indicators to dictate what side on the road it is. And as you can see from the arrows in this top menu here, we have a parallel park in, we have a bay park or perpendicular park, and we also have a parallel park out. So if you do struggle with your parking, get a vehicle that will park for you, really. So that's wonderful. So that's a few little bits and bobs in there. Click the X and that'll return you back out of here. There's so much you can do with this screen. Please refer to my other photos if you'd like to see about the Apple CarPlay in action. All the heating and ventilation controls are just down the bottom here. We have some lovely cup holders. I'm just skipping through it now in the interest of time. If you'd like to know more, please give me a call. I can do FaceTime appointments. I can answer any questions you need as well. So just give me a call and we'll get through that. Have rotary gear selector there, electronic handbrake, parking button, incredibly beautiful interior, black headlining, sunglasses, a panoramic glass roof. Thanks for watching this video. If any questions, like always, give me a call. 01376 550 899. If not, subscribe, leave us a nice comment, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.